What is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Standards here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Monday, August 22nd slate of MLB action. I'm super excited to dive into it. We do have a really great slate of night games, so I am really excited to dive into that. But before we did, I did just want to go ahead and say that we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys are subbed, and also make sure you guys do just like, comment, subscribe on the video. It does help me out a ton. Also, I did just want to give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. And thank you guys so much for giving me such a small channel, such a big chance, as I always say. Truly does mean the absolute world to me. So much more than you guys will ever know. So, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive into this. Now, I will say this straight up. I think, truthfully, this run that we have been on is abysmal. It's absolutely abysmal. I have stats to back these plays up, and it's been awful. It's just the way that sports betting goes. Some days you're red hot, some days you're ice cold. Some, weeks you go on really hot streaks, some weeks you go on really cold streaks. But this run over the course of August has been atrocious. I really don't think I could do too much worse in the month of August. It's been really bad. So I do kind of feel bad about it, and not to mention that at the time that you guys are watching this, I will be returning to school. It's going to be my very last semester, for my associate's degree. So I am really excited for that, and so I am feeling in a pretty good mood. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway. So like I said, I've been terrible. I've not only been giving you guys losing plays, but I haven't really been giving back to you guys very much, even though you guys have been showing me a ton of support for MLB, this is the first season that I ever started to bet on MLB. So it's been a crazy journey. It truly has. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway. So you guys can go ahead. It's not going to be a huge giveaway or anything, but it is still going to be a little bit of one. I still want to be able to give back to you guys. So you guys can go ahead and call this just a little supper giveaway. So basically, this is how it's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and give out 3 plays today, as I normally do. And if for every play that loses today, I'm going to be giving away $20 to you guys, so I will be giving away potentially up to $60. So hopefully I don't give away any, but it's just because I have been giving out a lot of losers here recently, and if that trend continues, I still want to be able to give back to you guys in some way, shape, or form. So if you guys are interested in entering, all you have to do for this video, obviously make sure that you like the video, make sure that you guys are subbed to the channel, and then after that, make sure that you guys do comment something in the comment section down below. Literally, all it has to be is something as simple as your favorite play for the day. You can comment, something about me. You can comment something about yourself. You can comment like where you're at in your current life. Literally anything that you guys want. Just make sure you guys do comment something over the course of this video. And if any of these plays do lose, I will be giving away $20. I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go live on YouTube tomorrow. And just basically do a random comment generator or random comment picker, so that way I can pick some of you guys. All you have to do is just have some way for me to be able to send you the money, so it can be Venmo. I have Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. So as long as you guys have one of those 3, and I think I have another one, but I can't really remember. So as long as you guys do have one of those 3, or some other third-party app, then I'll go ahead and send it to you guys. I just want to be able to give back to you guys, despite giving a lot of losers here recently. So, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling in a good mood, especially since I am going to be starting my final semester for my associate's degree. So I'm really excited, and I'm ready to get it done and over with, but still wanted to get back to you guys. So, no more rambling on. We'll do a super quick recap of yesterday. We had the Guardians money line versus the White Sox. Game gets delayed, postponed, whatever. Then we had the Twins -0.5 versus the Rangers. The Rangers ended up winning the first 5. I believe it was 2-0. Twins, they left so many runners on base, there was just nothing they could really do. And the Rangers were able to get it done. They ended up winning the game 6-1 or something. It was something crazy. Then we had St. Louis team total under 4.5. Versus the Diamondbacks. That play I felt like truly wasn't an awful play. I feel like if you take a look at it, St. Louis in the first inning had 3 runs, and then they finished the game with 6, I believe. So if they weren't so red hot in the first inning, I think we would have had a chance. But you know, it is what it is. I guess I shouldn't have picked it against a red hot team. I just figured the Diamondbacks would be able to get it done. Merrill Kelly, he was just, throwing out like batting practice pitches. So, it is what it is. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's plays. So our first play of the day, we're going to be taking Atlanta Braves run line here versus Pittsburgh at minus 120 odds. Now, this is my favorite play of the day for a couple different reasons. Atlanta is one of the best teams in the entire MLB when it comes to the road run line, with a record of 34 and 23 on the road. So they are a very solid team at covering on the road, and they are even better at covering as a road favorite. They're 22 and 14 as a road favorite, and they've actually covered in 9 of their last 13 games. And it's not like they have played super bad competition by any stretch of the imagination. They have played against Houston. They've played against the Mets, who are both very, very good. They played against Miami, who I know Miami's not great, but they do have a pretty solid defense, so they are a hard team to score against. But the Braves were able to get it done in most of those, and they played against the Red Sox. And the Red Sox, they are kind of up and down. You never really know what you're going to get with them, but they were able to get it done versus them. So the Braves have been really solid here recently. And Pittsburgh is kind of on the flip side of things. They haven't covered in 2 straight games, and they've only covered in 2 of their last 6 games and in 5 of their last 15. So they have been really, really bad here recently. Hopefully they can continue that for us once again. Also, in the last 5 matchups between these two teams, Atlanta has won and covered in all 5 of them. So hopefully Atlanta can stretch that streak out to 6. I definitely think they can. And I don't think I really need to go over this, but Atlanta is a much better team in every category. They're 3rd in runs per game. Pittsburgh is 28th. Atlanta is also 7th when it comes to runs allowed. Pittsburgh is 27th. So Atlanta is a better offense. They're a better defense. Don't really think I need to say too much more than that. And Jake Odorizzi is going to be on the mound here for Atlanta. Hasn't been great, but if you take a look at it, he does have a 4.15 ERA over the course of the season, and with a earned run log of 5, 2, 2, and 0. So despite that last game where he did end up having 5, he has been pretty solid. He's been solid enough at least. And he has only pitched 2 times versus Pittsburgh so far in his career, and he has won and covered in both of them now. They were back in 2018, back when he was on a different team, but I still think that, history, it definitely still helps. So I do like that play. And Roansy Contreras is going to be on the mound here for Pittsburgh. He does have a 4.02 ERA over the course of the season, 5.32 in his last 5, and a 5.79 so far this year versus Atlanta. So he has not necessarily been very good in his last 5 games, but he hasn't been good versus Atlanta either. So I really do like this one. Also, Atlanta, 5th in bullpen ERA, Pittsburgh 27th. So once Odorizzi and Contreras are out of there, I have no worries about it whatsoever. So we're going to be riding with it. Atlanta minus 1.5 run line here versus Pittsburgh at minus 120 odds. Now for our second play of the day, we're going to be taking the Angels and the Rays no-run first inning at minus 125 odds. Now, if you take a look at it, both these offenses are pretty good when it comes to just the first inning. Tampa Bay is 8th in first inning runs, and the Angels are 13th. So why do I like this under, you ask? Well, it's because for the whole game, if you take a look at all of their offensive stats just in general, both these offenses aren't necessarily great. Tampa Bay is 23rd when it comes to runs per game, and the Angels are 24th. So they don't necessarily score a ton after that first inning. So Tampa Bay is also 5th when it comes to runs allowed, so I definitely think that they're a good enough offense to be able to hold this Los Angeles team to at least the first 3 outs. And and LA, they are 14th when it comes to runs per game, or runs allowed, So definitely not quite as good as Tampa Bay, but they're still pretty decent. And the number that they do allow drops by 0.45 runs per game on the road. And Tampa Bay, they're even better at home as well. So they also drop by 0.5 runs allowed per game at home. So I think that these are really good spots to target both these two teams. And the over-under is set to 7. The books don't expect a lot of runs to be scored in this game, so hopefully they can just get through that first inning and we don't have to worry about it at all. Now, I will say we don't necessarily have ideal pitchers on the mound. We have Tucker Davidson for the Angels. He has a 3-2 NRFI record in his last 5 starts and a 2, 6, and 1 earned run log. So despite that one game where he had 6, he has been pretty decent. So hopefully he can get it done for us. And Jeffrey Springs is going to be on the mound here for Tampa Bay. He's been pretty solid for sure. He has a 2.52 ERA over the course of the season, 2.27 at home, and a 2.49 in his last 5, and also an earned run log of 1, 2, and 0 in his last 3 starts. So I do think that we see some value there. Jeffrey Springs, I have no worries about him. I think he can get it done. I do worry about Tucker Davidson, but hopefully he can get it done for us. That is going to be our second play of the day. Angels and the Rays, nowhere in first inning at -125 odds. Now for our third and final play of the day, we're going to be taking the Athletics. Team total under 1.5 here in the first 5 innings versus the Marlins at -125 odds. Now, I really like this play for a couple different reasons. Not to mention, Oakland, they are one of the worst offenses in the entire MLB, and it's truly not very close. Oakland is 29th when it comes to runs per game for the whole entire game, and that number actually drops to 30th in the first 5. So they are absolutely not a good offense whatsoever. However, they are actually a worse offense at home. So not to mention that they've been bad just in general, not only in the first 5, but for the whole game, but they are actually worse at home. They score fewer runs at home, so I do think that's a really good spot to start. Miami, they're also a really good defense. They are 12th when it comes to runs allowed. So they are just outside that top 10, so I do think they can get it done here for us. And Pablo Lopez is going to be on the mound here for the Marlins. He does have a 3.83 ERA over the course of the season and a 3.34 on the road. So he has been a little bit better on the road so far this year, and I do think that is a really good spot to target for him. Now, if you take a look at it, Lopez has had a really rough last 4 starts. He has a really high earned run log, but if you look at the teams that he pitched against the Padres, one of the best offenses in the entire MLB. Atlanta, another one of the best offenses. The Cubs, who, they're really hit or miss, but when they're on, they're on. And then the Mets, another very, very high-powered offense. So I think that Pablo Lopez can get it done against a much worse offense here. So we're going to be riding with the Athletics. Team total under 1.5 versus the Marlins in the first 5 at -125 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. Like I said, we will be doing a giveaway. For every play that does not hit out of these, I will be giving $20 away to one of you guys. So hopefully I can win my plays, but I just still wanted to give back to you guys. So without any further ado, just make sure that you guys like the video, are subscribed to the channel, and make sure that you guys do comment something so that way I can give away to you guys if I do end up losing any of these plays. But that is going to do it for me. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so we are less than 240 subscribers away from that 7,000 mark, so make sure that you guys are subbed. But that's going to do it for me. This is King Center signing out. Peace.